John Galliano just signed a 2-year deal with Zara. He is not launching a new line. He is reauthoring Zara's archive. Same retailer, same price ecosystem. Couture-trained hands on top. Stay with me on this. 2-year creative partnership announced in March. First collection drops in September. Multiple drops over 2 years. Galliano works from Zara's past archives. He deconstructs them, reconfigures them, reissues them under his signature, with new fabrics, new shapes, new colors, new garments, made the Zara way, designed by Galliano. But here is where most people are reading this wrong. Listen, this is not Galliano descending to mass market. This is Zara buying authorship. The mills will run. The factories will run. New fabric will be ordered. New garments will be made. What changes is not the production. It is who gets to put their name on it and what that name is worth. And you see it clearly in the numbers. Here is where it gets interesting. A pair of standard Zara pants, about 25 euros. In September, a Galliano-designed pair from this collaboration, produced in the same Zara supply chain, in the same factories, will sell for 2, 3, maybe 5 times that. Now watch this. The gap between 25 euros and 125 euros is not 100 euros of extra fabric. It is not 100 euros of extra cutting. It is not 100 euros of extra sewing. It is authorship. Quick one before we go deeper. If this is landing for you, hit the like. And if you made it this far, leave a ring emoji in the comments. Why a ring? Because my favorite superhero is Green Lantern, and his power comes from the ring. So that's our signal. You drop a ring, I know you're one of us. I do not read this like a fashion analyst would. I read it from where I sit. I sell Italian fabric to brands across Northern Europe. 5 generations in this trade. That's my seat. And here is what most people miss. What this Galliano-Zara deal makes visible is the gap I see all the time. The gap is not in the fabric, not in the cut, not in the factory. Those run. Those get paid. Those are real. The gap is in the story you put on top of all of that. And the story is what prices freely. So 3 things to take from this. 1. A designer collaboration is no longer about designing new products. It is about adding authorship on top of a production system that already runs. 2. The value chain has flipped. Fabric, cutting, sewing, those are commodity steps now. The signature is the only step that still prices freely. 3. If you sell fabric like I do, this matters. Because the brands buying from you are buying for stories you do not see. Knowing the story lets you price the fabric better. I want to know what you think. Same Zara supply chain. Same factories. 1 pair of pants with the standard label. 1 pair designed by Galliano. How much more would you pay for the second one? Tell me in the comments. I am curious where this lands. And one more thing before I let you go. If new fabric is being ordered for this collaboration, and it is, then the real question is, what is that fabric costing today? This is where the math gets ugly. Right now, raw wool in Australia is up 74% in 12 months. 74%. In dollar terms. Same loom, same fiber, almost double the cost. Somebody in the chain is eating that difference, silently. Tomorrow's video unpacks who. You will find it linked right here on my right. It is the next step in this conversation, not just the next upload. Stay curious. Talk soon.